This is a recording for Chapter 8 Yakusoku no Neverland. I am going to briefly discuss the current events that are happening as of this arc for this chapter. What's interesting with me rereading this chapter for the third time is that I noticed little hints here and there that I never noticed before, like with Mama Isabella fixing the collar of the of Emma, her crooked collar. Ray in the English version of the manga even says you're such a kid, but in the fan translation he just says huh. He just says huh, indicating his laughter. And even Emma looked at Ray as if she's furious, in a laughable manner, and even Mama Isabella laugh at that subtly. And of course, Mama Isabella is always checking Emma's ears just to check the tracking device's location. And for a mom who has always disguised her intentions, she does it with such a disguise that you can never tell that she's a killer, that she's a serial killer, that she's allowing the kids to be eaten to demons. But then, of course, Emma and Emma and the others have plans to escape. When they turn backs on one another, their real colors come up. Their real colors really show. Gilda is a little bit suspecting of Emma's action, so that's a hint for her on upcoming chapters. Chapter 8 is, of course, titled I Have an Idea, and the slogan for it is all parties are finally on the move. So this is like the where the wheels are going to move slowly but surely, and that's the reason why I love the series, the Jailbreak arc series, or the Jailbreak Escape arc, because it's a fast-paced series. Who would have thought that Kayoshirai plans to record? I mean, who would have thought Kayoshirai plans to do this manga as a one-shot? Maybe around only one series or something like that. But I'm so happy that we're already volume 18, or we're already at 18 volumes, and we have more than one arc. He had plans to finish it at the first series of the Jailbreak, maybe up to Muhika and Sungju. But then, no, this is really working out for the fans' taste. After the Jailbreak, they went out to the demon world, but the enjoyment really happens on the Jailbreak escape, because this is where the kids are showing their happy days or their happy times together before the violence and the bloodshed on future arcs. So this is something that I really enjoy on the Jailbreak escape. People are still happy even though we only know that it's a lie, everything's a facade. So this continuing the discussion for chapter 8, finally Emma told Norman and Ray where the trackers are hidden. She told them that they're in their ears, and even when Emma was disappointed, she said, I'm sorry, I never even suspected them." Norman is quick to counter that so that Emma can cheer up again. Really tells and shows that Norman cares a lot about Emma, and I really love this side of him. The next step, of course, is how to break them, and then they're debating how they should do that, because if Mama Isabella finds out that there's an incision, even if they cover it, the incision with their hair, Mama Isabella is still gonna find it out. And Emma was frightened, and she noticed that the reason why Mama Isabella keeps parting her hair from her ears just to check the tracker. What a woman, I hate her already in doing this, like having a two-face illusion against the kids, not just to Emma but to every one of them. And even in the English version of the manga, Emma says that her heart skipped a bit earlier. It's not good for her heart when she realized what Mama has been doing to the children when Mama Isabella was tucking their ears. So it's pretty likely that she's obviously needs to check every day in secret whether the trackers are still intact. It really reminds me of Kyo's mother in Fruits Basket, who always checked the bracelet intact every day in Kyo's bracelet or in Kyo's arm. So very, very cruel in one way or another. What I love about Ray here is that he even told his friends that at least the tracker has limited functions. The tracker cannot specify the specific individuals, but it can specify where they are. So that's the reason why it's still implanted in one way or another. And then Emma thought that since Mama Isabella is checking it every day, it means that they're still under her power and that they haven't had, the children are still within Mama Isabella's grasp. And another thing that I love about their discussion in the forest is when they did mention that once the trackers are broken, it will notify Mama Isabella immediately if it's broken. So that endangers them because the moment that they escape, it would alert the mama and the sister of their location. So it's not going to be easy for them to get rid of the trackers that easily, and they decided that they have to do it during the escape. Ray offered his help about the issue of breaking the tracker. And what's amazing about Ray, that I already read this for the third time, and what's amazing about him, he has been planning this for 6 years on how to break the tracking device and has been reusing or doing trials and errors again and again, even testing them on the other kids who might have shipped out, whose shipping dates bumped up earlier because their tracking devices are changed, or the tracking devices on their ears were broken. So it really shows how Ray needs to sacrifice some of the children's lives just so he can save Emma and Norman. And at this point in the arc, of course, they're not gonna reveal to us immediately in chapter 8, but down the road in later chapters, it's gonna be revealed to us what our Ray's true intentions are. So I really am for this chapter, I'm really satisfied that he's showing subtle hints that he is the traitor and he knows more than he seems. And then he's still against the idea of taking everyone, saying to Emma that they're a burden, they're a hindrance. Emma even planned, she threw a ball at Ray, and Ray like athletically catch that ball, showing to readers that he has good eye-hand coordination. That's really awesome. That's a really awesome skill for this boy, and that's why he's one of the cool characters in the first arc. But then unfortunately, Kaio Shirai downgraded him into the later arc, so that's a bummer. And so Emma thought that playing tag would help them move their abilities or improve their abilities. And in over a week's time, and that's another thing that I noticed here, there's a calendar in some of the panels here so that the readers can keep up with the dates. So at the beginning of the chapter, it's October 18th, and midway, it's when they're playing tag, when it's shown that they're playing tag, it's already October 27. So Ray has been reading all by himself again, really interested what are the titles of the book that Ray reads. If only I can read the titles clearly, that would be really good, but sometimes they're not distinguishable. So there's this beautiful 2-page panel where Dawn, Yvette, Thelma, Lanyon, Anna, Nat, Mark, everyone, Dominic, everyone in the of the kids, they're shown to like jump around the forest, or they're shown to run away within the forest. And it's very interesting because it just shows to the readers their plans for escape. And Emma just has to show off her athletic abilities by jumping off from a tree. So that's very impressive of her, showing her athletic skills. She offered the game of tag so that they can train the bodies and minds of the other children. Norman will be it. Ray will be teaching the children how to use their minds so that they can plan their escape, and that's one way to use strategy. I'm very impressed. There's even an example where Lanyon needs to hide his footsteps. Don needs to check out the wind just to know where to go, just to escape from Norman, who's it. Thoma was caught, unfortunately, by Norman, who's always been wearing that cool smile on his face. And Ray, I did notice this just now, that he really loves patting people on their head, whether it's Emma or Thoma, while teaching them and while teaching Thoma how to use the basics of strategy to run away from Norman. Other kids are listening to him. Mark, Thoma, I don't know who the other girls are, who the other girl is, but like very showing way that he has these tactical skills to teach the little children. Very, very good. I really love Ray on this arc. And at the last panel of the chapter, Sister Crone was using her tracker to find out the locations of the children and asking them if she can join them. So that's chapter 8. Let me know what you think. And I really love the sides character scenes at the end of each chapter, where it's listing the ID tag numbers of each character. So in previous chapters, we have the trio, their numbers are listed, and then here now we have Sister Crow, Nat, Anna, Thoma, and Lanyon, and their ID numbers and their age and height. I really love the description that the mangakas take so that they can show the age and height and different characteristics of these individuals, panel by panel or chapter by chapter. Really shows that they're putting extra care to put personalities on these children. I really love that. So let me know what you think about Yakusoku no Neverland chapter 8, and let me know if you like this jailbreak arc. Thank you very much and have a great day.